fair catch, signal for and take it. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They begin with a quick throw to the left. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense facing second and goal. Press coverage now from these DBs. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a first and goal, all the way to third and goal, you come up with a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on fourth and goal.
And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Michigan offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. How aggressive do you get on first and 10? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Defense is coming after him. Intercepted in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, the quarterback gets trailed on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? Made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
And then first down, they go right back to him. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Really smart play call. Anytime you can use the defense's aggression against them, you do it. And eventually, you'll catch them out of position and potentially hit a big play.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Finding some room at the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They go with a direct snap. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Stewart. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
Boy, this quarterback throws a beautiful ball. Another big game for this offense and a chance to get points on the board before we get to halftime.
First down. We're going to throw the football. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Or it's snapped to the back. They stop him right at the 24. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
He'll throw it now. Looking right. This one caught. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. There's a 1st and 10 play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. One problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Yeah, the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll call for the fair catch here. comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it, lofting it toward the left sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Look out, he's got some space. And he just steps out of bounds, a takeaway to wrap up this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Kansas offense is back out there now. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
They test the middle there, but get nothing. The Jayhawks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. Receiver in motion now. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Direct snap to the back. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. The physical tackle there, big versus big.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Fourth out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Wolverines looking to keep this drive moving. Fights through a tackle. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
They finally corral him at the 1.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for a deep completion. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got his man in the open field. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. Jayhawks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Snags the quick throw.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And the defense blows up and stuffs him right at the line. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. And here comes a deep shot. And that one is incomplete. They tried a deep ball with time running out in the third quarter, but it doesn't work. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. A new set of downs after that completion.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Breaks loose at the 45. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Jayhawks will have first and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He shreds the tackle. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Tackle at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On the run, going to heave it downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
And the Wolverines looking to keep this drive rolling. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The offense going with the hurry up.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays, good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he do it over again,
would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Touchdown, Wolverines. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Kicking team after the PAT try. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He's past the 30. Inside the 20. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The Jayhawks are in the red zone now. Running back with the football. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Can you believe it? He's missed the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Throws a stiff arm. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, what in the heck was that all about? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it here. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Jayhawks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another.
And he's brought down. A sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. The Wolverines will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he fires the football to the right side. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're blowing away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And on that takeaway, the final play of the game. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one